infrastructure for for the main islands is great, but as soon as they go offshore or globally, it's via satellite, which is not always that reliable. In fact, the speeds are quite slow for Tonga. So we had to negotiate with their telecommunications company, and we set up a hosting environment which is shared by both the customs service as well as the revenue management system for e-transactions. So, and that's a lot of the emphasis around the security and hardening those servers and having the systems separated but talking together. And I guess lastly, as a point also I talked about yesterday, was about our mode of implementation. We took operational users out of that organisation, seconded them into the design, development and implementation of the customs management system, and they affected very rapid change in their business processes as a result. When the system went live, they were the champions, and it went live, and it's now paperless, I think, after 2 years, Bill. Which is a huge step for these organisations. I think the presenter talked before, moving away from the safety of having that piece of paper to trusting the system, that the system is right, is something that should be recognised. CMS support, it's exactly the same as RMS support. Our emphasis is upon building local capacity, so making our knowledge and training available to build the capacity of our clients to the point that they're self-sustaining. And we have a 3-tier model, so the first 2 tiers are help desk and configuration changes, and the 3rd tier is more customisation and I guess overall system checks. The first 2 tiers are managed completely by our clients, and the 3rd tier is our regular support, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. It must be noted, however, that for all of our clients, not one installation has a full-time support person. It's a part-time role, and sometimes it's shared across a few people, across the key business users or the super users, but they don't have a team of people dedicated to supporting the system, which is exactly what our clients are asking for from an ongoing operational cost point of view. Again, consultancy and support across all our ICT functions. A lot of them may not have an IT, full-time IT staff. We provide support and consultancy, not just for infrastructure and networking, but also how to build a business case, how to define requirements, how to manage a project, how to implement and test that, test the result of that. So, that's important skills as well that our clients need to have, is how to be articulate about what they want their system to do. Transition to business as usual. Again, we plan for generally a 1 or 2 year rollout, but we always set aside a 2 to 3 year transition to business as usual, so incorporate that time within the way that we plan our projects. But after that time, it moves to the 3-tier model. Our clients have the capacity to manage the system themselves. Just again reminding the point that we keep the source code. We don't make it available for people to modify. We manage that aspect of it. The system is very, very configurable, so it's not often that we require to do a customization, but that 3rd tier sits with us, and for very good reasons too. Regional support strategies. Again, yesterday, bringing our clients together regionally and our administrators to discuss their challenges or what they'd like to see in the future or what they're currently doing within the system is extremely valuable to our clients. And it's not only for building their own internal capacity and information sharing, but also making sure that they're not reinventing the wheel, and they get significant cost savings because of it. Modular approach, so again, one source code with customized modules on the side for each of our clients. Generally there's not that much customization. Data talk, although New Zealand based, 80-90% of our income's offshore. We're a global organisation, we're available 24/7. We have a very featured issue and change tracking tool that's online. Our clients log their issues or their change requests, and we agree a service level agreement with them about when we'll turn those around, and we work with them to either resolve those issues or meet those changes or be available 24/7. And I can't, like I said last time, I can't remember in the 7 years I've been involved specifically with fiscal administration that there's been a significant outage. Part of that comes down to, I guess, the second to last point, which is about us logging in regularly. We log in at least once a month for all of our clients. We check server health, we check security, we audit security, we make sure all of the updates are being applied across the system from a security point of view. We ring our clients regularly to discuss with them any burning issues or what's needed in their next releases. And I guess lastly is this, again, coming back to a regional point of view, the complementary administrator training. Again, we know that the more that we can build the IT capacity of our clients, the more they take advantage of the technology that we can offer, so more the opportunities for us. And it must also be noted that both our tax and customs administrators, they all meet together. The systems are so similar. They understand what's being discussed, and they have input into the wider products.
So this is the rotation management screen. These are my available ones, just going back for the last 7 days, but I can filter on all the rotations in order to get a subset of the data that I want to look at. But I'm just going to start off by adding a new one. And based upon the type of rotation that I put in, it populates the subsequent steps in the workflow, right? So I am going to bring an import via Air on Air New Zealand. I have an estimated arrival date, but I'll just assume that that's come in on time. And it's coming from Miami, and it's coming into Bird International. On board we've got 120 passengers, 8 crew, we've got 200 baggage items and 2,000 kgs. So this is the very highest level of the summary data of that inward movement by air to our point of entry. Now, who is going to attend that arrival? I wish to now allocate an officer, and we actually charge off the back of this, so we need to tell them when they're going to be attending. So Charles is going to attend for 4 hours, and he's going to do that inside of working hours because we charge a bit more when we are called out from our breaks. And we have one boarding officer. So we can have multiple officers attending, but there's one boarding officer, they take the dots.